The holographic transmission flickered across every screen in the Galactic Council chamber. Ambassador Zexthor of the Krillian Empire stood with all 6 of his appendages spread wide, his voice booming with authority that had silenced star systems for centuries. "Humans of Earth," he declared, "your millennium of peace ends today. The Krillian Armada approaches your world. Surrender, or face annihilation." The human delegation sat motionless for 3 long seconds. Then, Ambassador Sarah Chen began to laugh. It started as a chuckle, then grew into full-bellied laughter that echoed through the chamber. Within moments, every human present joined her, their laughter cascading like a wave of incomprehensible madness. Zexthor's chromatic skin shifted to confused purple. "You dare mock the Krillian Empire?" "Mock?" Sarah wiped tears from her eyes. "Oh, sweetheart, we're not mocking you. We're just remembering." The laughter subsided, and Sarah's expression transformed into something that made veteran war species shift uncomfortably in their seats. It was the smile of a predator who had forgotten what prey looked like. "You see, Ambassador, humanity didn't choose peace 1,000 years ago because we achieved enlightenment," she said, her voice carrying an edge sharp enough to cut starlight. "We chose peace because we won. We won so completely, so devastatingly, that we decided never to do that again." She activated her own hologram. Images flooded the chamber, a 1,000-year-old archive that most species had buried deep in their historical records. The Battle of Proxima. The Siege of Andromeda Gate. The 3-day war that had ended in 47 hours with humanity standing alone in a field of broken armadas. "Back then, we were young, angry, and very, very creative," Sarah continued. "We turned stars into weapons. We programmed viruses that could think. We built ships that could fold space and time like origami. And when the galaxy finally begged us to stop, we did." The Vrelian representative, whose species had fought humanity centuries ago, spoke up with trembling mandibles. "The humans agreed to disarmament. They destroyed their war machines." "We destroyed some war machines," Sarah corrected, her smile never wavering. "We kept the blueprints. The knowledge. The muscle memory. And Ambassador Zexthor, here's what you need to understand about humans: we've spent 1,000 years exploring, creating art, raising families, and being bored out of our minds." She leaned forward, and every predatory instinct honed over millions of years of evolution showed in her eyes. 1,000 years of peace, Ambassador. Do you know how many generations of warriors that is? How many people who chose scientific careers instead of military ones? How many brilliant minds that went into philosophy instead of weapons development? She paused. "Now you've given them a reason to remember what we're really good at." The transmission showed humanity's response across Earth and its colonies. Not panic. Not fear. Weapons factories coming online. Reservists reporting for duty with smiles on their faces. Children of peace discovering their inheritance of war. "So thank you, Ambassador Zexthor," Sarah said, standing. "Humanity was getting soft. You've just reminded us why the galaxy feared us in the first place. The Krillian fleet never reached Earth. They surrendered 3 days later, after humanity deployed exactly one weapon from their archives, just enough to prove the point. The peace lasted another 1,000 years. Nobody dared break it again.